Good morning and welcome to the Morning Outlook, your daily briefing that gives you everything you'll need for a successful day of trading. I'm James Preston reporting live from Kalkine studios in Sydney. Let's get stuck in. The Australian share market is set to open mostly flat, with no cues to follow from the US, with the stock market closed on Thursday due to Thanksgiving. However, the latest SPI futures suggest the ASX 200 is expected to open the day 7 points or 0.1% lower. Yesterday, the ASX finished on a slightly positive note, led by miners and tech stocks that lifted the index. The morning session was a muted period, trading lower by 0.3% before rising fractionally from lunchtime. The market ended up closing 0.1% or 8 points higher at 7,407 points. Despite Wall Street taking the day off, there was plenty of economic data released. Weekly jobless claims have hit a new pandemic low point, but it's unclear as to whether that means more Americans are in work or simply leaving the workforce altogether following the Biden government's vaccine mandate requiring all employers with more than 100 staff to enforce employees to become vaccinated. The US economy, while strong, is growing at a slower pace than anticipated, with supply chain disruptions continuing to hamper growth. Turning our attention now to Europe, and the Stoxx 600 rose by 0.4%, lifted primarily by tech stocks, as leisure and travel companies continued to struggle amidst COVID-induced woes. The FTSE rose thanks to gains in miners, with iron ore prices buzzing following hopes of a rebound in demand in China. BHP fell by 0.3%, Rio Tinto lost 1.1%, BP added 0.1%, while Shell fell by 0.7%. As for Asian markets, there was mixed performance, with Japan's Nikkei gaining 0.7%, helped by a strong surge in tech shares. Hong Kong's Hang Seng added 0.2%, largely due to property developer Kaiser, whose shares surged by 14%, and this was in contrast with the performance across China and South Korea. China's Shanghai Composite dropped by 0.2%, and South Korea's Kospi fell 0.5% after the Bank of Korea raised interest rates for the second time since August. And time now for a very short break before we take a look at the winners and losers of the ASX yesterday, the Aussie Dollar and the world of crypto.
Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
Where the property market is headed next.
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
With Kalkine TV.
Thanks for joining us. I'm James Preston, and this is the Morning Outlook exclusive to Kalkine TV, where we provide you with all the details you'll need for a successful day of trading. Before we turn our attention to the Aussie dollar performance, let's take a look at the big winners and losers from trading yesterday on the ASX. In terms of sectors, information technology was the best performer, rising by 2.4%. The worst performing sector was financials, down by 0.9%. As for the big gainers, EML payments led the way for the ASX 200, closing 31.3% higher at $3.61. The next two best performers were nickel mines and Fisher & Paykel Healthcare, and the worst performing stock in the S&P ASX 200 was AMP, closing 5% lower at $1.04. Kogan, Bendigo and Adelaide Bank also struggled. A number of ASX listed companies, including copper producer Sandfire Resources, Telco, Unity Group and gold miner Westgold Resources, are scheduled to hold their annual general meetings today. The Aussie dollar continues to dip, falling 0.03% in the past 24 hours to trade at 71.87 US cents apiece. Oil prices fell on Thursday as traders wait to see how OPEC will respond to US-led oil reserve releases. Brent crude futures slipped 0.4% to $81.91, while West Texas Intermediate crude futures fell 0.6% to trade at $77.90 a barrel. On the other hand, gold prices rose following a weakening of the US dollar. Spot gold rose by 0.12% to trade at $1,790.70 per ounce, and US gold futures gained 0.4% to trade at $1,791.40. And lastly, in the world of crypto, Bitcoin seems to be finally shifting out of its bear market trend. At the time of writing, Bitcoin has risen 3.35% in the past 24 hours to trade at $58,917.82. Well, that's all for our morning outlook report here on Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading and stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is James Preston signing off for now.